All right, here's our China brief here this morning. A look at some of the headlines that are making some of these national newspapers. And of course, it is Elon Musk's impromptu visit that Chinese media are focusing on. The Global Times covering it from a geopolitical lens and saying that despite claims of overcapacity by U.S. officials, companies like Tesla remain eager to explore the Chinese market. Analysts they spoke with say Musk's visit also highlights the importance of the Chinese market to many U.S. firms. This article on Xinhua also quoting Premier Li Qiang as saying China's market will always be open to foreign businesses. He also noted that foreign firms are, quote, indispensable participants and contributors to China's development. And I think it just goes to show not only did Elon Musk need this trip, I think China needed this trip from Tesla as well.
Yeah, the stars came together really for that conversation to take place. And we were talking about one part that perhaps was overshadowed by this trip, but was actually related to that, right? And you're seeing that in the markets today. There's, the Beijing Auto Show, all the technology that was on full display there. And Steve was there covering this for us, right? And he said there was no Tesla booth at all because they have nothing to offer, at least nothing new so far to offer. But yeah, it's a good time for the industry to come together. Li Qiang, of course, visited many of those booths.
Yeah, that's why EVs are doing so well today. But yes, I think the fact that, there was talk about the data security stuff, FSD. Dan Ives and Webush is basically saying, I think we're one step closer to bringing FSD to China. That could be something that could lift a huge overhang for the stock of Tesla. Of course, he's a fervent Tesla bull. But certainly, this is one of the big stories of here today. And the surprise, how, we were even tracking his plane, our good old Danny Lee, from the skies as well. In financial media, the Shanghai Securities News is saying that a number of Chinese cross-border funds have added Hong Kong stocks to their portfolio, and that's while reducing their U.S. equity allocations for the first 3 months of this year. Then you have this China Securities Journal saying the number of Chinese firms listing overseas is picking up. 20 companies have listed on the U.S. market this year, according to them, exceeding last year's number. And the report does say 12 firms have also listed in Hong Kong as the institutional environment continues to improve.
Well, China has pledged along these lines to encourage leading firms to list and also list here in Hong Kong, to be more specific. But that plan is actually facing some major challenges.